Welcome back, my dear students. Today we will derive one more expression, very important expression, that is, write down the heading, derive an expression for derive an expression for axial deformation of circular tapered bar, circular tapered bar subjected to axial pull or push. I will consider for the problem, for the derivation, pull. Okay. Here, this is an expression. First, we need to write some information that what we are considering, what we are assuming and all. That I will dictate. Whenever you want, pause the video and go on writing that content. Okay. Let us consider circular tapered bar of diameter d1 and d2 as shown in the figure. Full stop. Let P be the tensile force which is pulling the tapered bar. Full stop. Let E be the Young's modulus of the tapered bar. Okay, now that figure we have to draw. See here, the figure is something like this. Tapered means that cross-sectional area is not constant. It is continuously changing from one point to other point. But the thing is, this change is constant. Okay, now let us consider this is the axis of the bar. This is the axis of the bar, and this bar is pulled by the force P, and this bar is pulled by the force P. Okay, and here the total length of the bar is L. The total length of the bar is L. Okay, now, and the diameter, see here, this is a circular tapered bar, means if I see this way in a front view, in a side view, I will get this circular bar diameter as a circular like this, and if I see this side, then I will see the circular as this side. This means that this is a circular tapered bar. Okay, now this diameter I will call it as a d1, and this diameter I will call it as a d2. This diameter I will call it as a d2. Then again this cross-sectional area is completely changing, continuously changing from one end to other end. Therefore, I will consider, I cannot solve it directly, therefore I will consider a small strip here in between at a distance x from this end. Okay, this is your small strip, and this strip dimension thickness is dx. This one thickness is dx. Okay, and this small strip diameter is d. That small strip diameter is d. Now what all notations I have taken here I can list here. D1 is the diameter at the one side, D2 is the diameter at the second side, and L is the total length, and P is a tension force, P is a pull force. Now what else? The small strip I considered. Small strip thickness is the dx. Small strip is situated at a distance x, and small strip diameter is the d. Now I need to express this diameter d in terms of d1 and d2. For that reason, for your understanding purpose, I will simply modify this bar. If I put this bar on the horizontal surface, then it will be like this, right? If I put that one in a horizontal surface, approximately it will be like this. Then this will be your D1 and this will be your D2. Okay, na? Then my strip is here. That strip diameter means this height is how much? It is your D. Now this D I can write it like, see here, something like a D1 plus, we will call this one as some N. So N is some notation I give. Then what is the diameter here? The diameter is D1 plus N. D1 plus N, correct? This is a D1 and the upper triangle is N. Then if I draw that triangle portion here, then this distance is a N and this distance is what? This is D2 minus D1. This distance is D2 minus D1. Now this N I want to express and this total length is L. This total length is L. Then this N I want to express. Okay, now similar triangular method says that bigger portion is D2 minus D1, bigger length is L, smaller portion is N and smaller length is X. Then what I want? I want N. Therefore N equal to D2 minus D1 by L into X. This I will get it as a N. Then here what is the D? D equal to D1 plus D2 minus D1 by L into X. This is very big expression, right? For that diameter it is a very big expression. Every time I cannot write this one. Therefore for substitute I will consider one substitution so that my work become easy. Therefore D equal to D1 plus K into X I call. K into X. Then what is this K? Here the meaning of K is D2 minus D1 divided by 2. This is your expression for K. Now you came to know that what is the diameter and what is the K here. This is a substitution. After that, now this small portion is there, no small strip is there. That strip I am going to write it here. Let us consider this is a small strip and this is a small strip. This small strip is also pulled by P. Okay, and the small strip dimension is dx. Small strip dimension is dx, and its diameter is d. Its diameter is d. Okay. Now, if this small strip, actually this portion it might be like this, but it is a small, therefore I can assume like a straight one here. Means it look like a prismatic bar. Therefore, the elongation of this small strip is delta Lx. Delta Lx, small expansion, that is equal to PL by A. P is a P, L is a dx divided by A is pi by 4. Instead of writing here 4, I will write it to the numerator. Mathematics it is divided by 4 pi by 4 d square into E. Then what is the d? That I will write 4p dx divided by pi. What is the d? Go back. D is a d1 plus kx. D is a d1 plus kx square into E. This is for small strip. If you want for bigger strip, then I need to integrate it from 0 to L. This also I need to integrate it from 0 to L. Then this, if I integrate, then I will get a delta L, and this one here 4p is a constant, take it out, and pi E is also constant, take it out. Inside what is left is 1 by d1 plus kx square into dx. In mathematics you should know that 1 divided by a plus bx whole square integration 1 plus into dx. Its integration is minus 1 by a plus bx into 1 by b. This is the integration of this one. That I will write here, that is a 4p by pi e into integration, this is of course 0 to L, integration 0 to L. This portion, sorry, integration is over now. I will do the integration directly, I will write it, bracket it is. Then here what I have to write, this minus I will put it outside, minus outside. Inside I can write 1 divided by d1 plus kx into k, 0 to L. Now minus 4p divided by pi e into, if I substitute upper limit here in the place of x, then it becomes 1 divided by d1 plus kl minus, if I substitute the lower limit, I will get d1, x equal to 0, this becomes 0, d1. Okay now, this has happened, and this k is there. Now that k I will take it common outside, that k I am writing it outside. This I got. Here this minus sign is there, that minus sign I will send it inside. When I send this minus sign inside, these two will interchange. Okay, that will be 4p by pi e k into 1 by, what is that, d1 minus 1 by d1 minus 1 by d1 plus kl, right, d1 plus kl. This I got. Then what is this entire term I will look at here. You just look at here, d1 plus kl. See what is the d1? d1 is the d1. K is what? d2 minus d1 divided by L, and then what is L? L is a L. Then this cancel. This will be d1 plus d2 minus d1. This cancel. Therefore d2. Means in place of this I can write d2. Therefore it is 4p by pi e. Then what is this pi? Leave it. Later we'll see. Then here it becomes 1 by d1 minus 1 by d2. Okay. Now I will take a LCM, 4p by pi e k into d1 d2 divided by d1 minus d2. Sorry, ulta, reverse it. Right? Because 4p by pi e k into, here d1 d2 and here it will be d2 minus d1. Now 4p as it is, pi e as it is. What is the k? K is the d2 minus d1 divided by L into d2 minus d1 divided by d1 into d2. This and this cancel. L in the numerator to numerator comes to the, denominator to denominator comes to the numerator. Therefore the final answer will be 4p by pi e d1 d2, then here L. This is the expression for elongation due to circular tapered bar. Thank you very much. In the next class we will derive an expression for tapered square cross section or rectangular cross section. Thank you very much.